What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Crash Against the Spread. We are coming off a 4-2 day yesterday, mostly in the NFL. We hit all our football picks, lost both of our basketball picks, but on to today. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend. Doing this every day, no matter the sport. Let's talk about our 4-2 day yesterday. Like I said, we dropped both of the basketball plays. We had the Clippers over the Minnesota Timberwolves, and the Timberwolves won by 4. And we had the Hornets to not lose by 9 against the Heat, and they lost by 17. So at certain points, I didn't get to watch these games because I was at work, but at certain points, I was looking at the scores, and they looked like they had a shot to get it within the 8 by the end of the game, but Miami was obviously able to pull away on them. And Clippers, Timberwolves, awesome record, straight up at home. But just thought this would be a spot where the Clippers might continue rolling, and they almost came back. Timberwolves had a big lead on them at a certain point through the game. So 0-2 in NBA. And I did drop the Rams money line. But I had the +3 in a parlay, and I live bet the +5 at halftime for the Rams. So still hit a parlay, still hit the +5 straight. So I had a good day. And anytime I have a pretty good day where I'm way up on the previous day, I like to take the next day a little light. So with that being said, we have 11 basketball games. I'm not betting any of those. So I'll give you a couple thoughts of where I would want to be, but I'm probably not going to be able to get there, and I'll tell you why. But we are going to look at the football games today. So I got the Steelers and the Bills at 4:30, and Bills are 10-point favorites at home, and totals 38.5. I definitely like the under. Snowy weather games, always under. Sometimes doesn't go under, but the move is always the under. It's hard to throw the ball. It's hard to catch the ball. You got to get the run game going. The other team knows you have to get the run game going, so they stop the run. A lot of running clock, a lot of field goals. Just ends up happening. Even that Rams game yesterday went under from the hot start that they had. Just really slowed down in the second half. So under is where we're going to start with that one. Is at 38.5. Totals actually moved up a couple points since it was moved from Sunday to Monday. So a couple people coming in on the over. Bills -10. I could see how it can get there. But that's something that I don't trust as much as the under. So that's the way I would lean, is Bills to win and cover. But I'm going to bet the under 38.5 for the first game. Second game, Eagles, Bucks. Bucks are 2.5-point home underdogs, and the total's at 43.5. The only reason the Bucks have a home game is because they beat my Saints for the division lead in the terrible NFC South division. So anybody could have got it. Eagles' record is tons better than the Bucks, even though they're on a 5-game losing skid. But with that being said, the Eagles haven't looked like the same Eagles team from the beginning of the year, and they haven't shown any signs of breaking out of that. The loss to the Giants in Week 18, you should have tried to go into the playoffs with some momentum and some positivity. So I don't know how this is in their head. Is this mentally affecting them? Are they coming out thinking that this is well, I mean, obviously it's a must-win, win or go home type of game, but you just lost 5 in a row, and you let this other team take the division from you, and they immediately got beat. So um, I'm going to go on the Bucks here. I'm going to take a shot with Baker Mayfield. Hope the defense steps up. Hope he is able to take advantage of this depleted secondary. The Eagles have 3 of their 4 safeties on the roster on the injury report. No A.J. Brown, uh, 2 linebackers on the injury report, offensive tackle. So I would look at Dallas Goedert overs. As far as props go, I'm not a big prop guy, but that's immediately where my mind goes. Um, and I'm gonna take a shot with the Bucks as the underdog plus 2.5. And I kind of like the under in this game too, 43.5. I can see a way that it goes over. Um, Eagles, if Jalen Hurts is able to uh, get some production with his legs and then get the short pass game going and, things like that. If the game script goes according to plan, this game could go over, but I think it's going to be a back and forth type game, field goals, last minute scores, keep the game close type of thing. So Bucks plus 2.5, under 38.5 in the first game. Both straight bets, not parlayed, and that's what we're going to roll with. A couple quick thoughts in the NBA. Usually like to ride this Knicks train. They're at home against Magic, and they're 7-point favorites. 6.5. Too many points for me right now against a Magic team that needs to correct his skid. Grizzlies, Warriors. We like to fade the Grizzlies. This is going to be Draymond Green's first game back, I believe. So we're going to watch and see. We're going to watch and see what happens on both sides. I would lean Warriors, but not going to bet that one today. I like to ride the Raptors. They're at home as 7-point underdogs against the Celtics, one of the best teams in the East. So we're going to see what happens in that one. Not going to force a play. And same thing with the Jazz. Jazz have been one of the hottest teams in the past couple of weeks. They are at home as 7-point underdogs, a little bigger than we like to bet them, against the Pacers, who have been covering spreads without Halliburton. So those are the 4 games that I like, but not betting them. I'm going to stick to the NFL today. And we're going to see what happens with those and get some information going forward. So 2 officials, under 38.5 for the Bills and the Steelers. Buccaneers plus 2.5 against the Eagles. Lock those in. Let's get this money. And I will see you back here tomorrow for another episode of Crash Against the Spread. Talk to you then.